The Tessie's Declaration. The Tessie Empire had long coveted the resource-rich Sol system, home to the humans, a death world race known for their resilience and ingenuity. The humans, having ascended to the Galactic Council only a decade ago, had always been peaceful and friendly. Yet the Tessie had a different agenda. They sought to expand their empire by subjugating the humans before they could fully defend themselves. The Tessie played their cards perfectly. They presented a case to the Galactic Council, arguing that the humans were a clear threat, and being on their border, they had the legal right to preemptively defend themselves. Despite objections from other races, the Tessie dismissed them, emphasizing the letter of the law over its spirit. The Council, bound by its own laws, reluctantly approved the declaration of war. Humanity was outraged. The Tessie had hacked and released confidential records, showcasing dark aspects of human history, which included espionage and destabilization of rival nations. These revelations, coupled with the Tessie's portrayal of humans as a threat, swayed the Council's decision. The humans, numbering less than 20 billion, faced an enemy in the Tessie who boasted tens of trillions in population and superior technology. The Tessie had been among the stars for 1,000 years, while humanity had only just begun its journey. The odds were starkly against the humans. The Arasa, the most technologically advanced race in the galaxy, stood up during the council session, requesting to present a new matter. They had a dark past of their own, having committed heinous crimes that led to the downfall of their once prosperous empire. The humans watched with a glimmer of hope as the Arasa ambassador began to speak. The Arasa had been ordered to compensate races they had wronged. The ambassador revealed that they had not yet compensated the humans. This announcement caused a stir, especially among the Tessie, who saw it as a ploy to strengthen the humans before the invasion. The council speaker had to restore order before the Arasa could continue. The Arasa offered half of their remaining ships and weapons, along with a manufacturing facility, as compensation to the humans. The Tessie were furious, arguing that providing such technology was illegal. However, the Arasa presented evidence of a previous incident where one of their ships had crashed on Earth, thus legally allowing them to transfer the technology. The humans, sensing a lifeline, accepted the Arasa's offer. The Tessie's representative erupted in rage, leading to their removal from the chamber. The council, now more sympathetic to the humans, approved the proposal. Humanity had gained a crucial ally and the means to defend themselves, but the real battle was just beginning. Rallying the forces. With the council session over, Ambassador Tay approached the Arasa ambassador, expressing profound gratitude. The Arasa's timely intervention had given humanity a fighting chance. Tay's thoughts were filled with strategies and plans, knowing that the real work had just begun. The humans wasted no time. They began integrating the new technology, training their soldiers, and preparing for the inevitable clash with the Tessie. The Arasa, true to their word, provided not only the ships and weapons, but also technical support to help the humans understand and utilize the advanced technology. Captain Elena Rodriguez, a seasoned human officer, was put in charge of one of the new Arasa warships. Her crew, a mix of experienced soldiers and fresh recruits, trained rigorously, pushing their limits. They knew that failure was not an option. The Tessie were coming, and they had to be ready. In the midst of preparations, a message arrived from an unexpected source. The Yalaran, a race known for their neutrality and advanced espionage capabilities, offered to share vital intelligence on the Tessie's movements. Ambassador Tay, after a brief consultation with human military leaders, accepted the offer. The Yalaran provided detailed reports on the Tessie's fleet composition, strategic plans, and potential weaknesses. This information was invaluable, giving humanity a clearer picture of what they were up against. The Tessie were indeed formidable, but they were not invincible. As the days turned into weeks, the tension grew. The humans and their allies worked tirelessly, forging new strategies and reinforcing their defenses. Captain Rodriguez and her crew ran countless simulations, honing their skills and preparing for the real battle. In a secluded base on Mars, scientists and engineers worked on a special project, Project Phoenix. This initiative aimed to develop a new class of weapon, combining human ingenuity with Arasa technology. The stakes were high, and the success of Project Phoenix could tilt the balance in humanity's favor. Amidst all the chaos, a sense of unity and determination pervaded the human ranks. Were not just fighting for survival, they were fighting for their home, their future, and the right to determine their own destiny. The spirit of humanity, characterized by resilience and innovation, shone brightly even in the face of overwhelming odds. The day of reckoning was approaching. The Tessie fleet, massive and intimidating, was on the move. Humanity braced itself for the battle that would determine the fate of the Sol system and potentially the entire galaxy. The fight for survival, freedom, and honor was about to begin. The first strike. The Tessie fleet arrived on the outskirts of the Sol system, their ships casting ominous shadows over the planets and moons. The humans, now well prepared and bolstered by their new technology, stood ready. Captain Rodriguez and her crew were among the first to engage the enemy, their Arasa warship leading the charge. The initial skirmishes were brutal. The Tessie, confident in their numerical and technological superiority, launched relentless assaults. However, they were met with fierce resistance. The human fleet, using the intelligence provided by the Yalaran and the advanced Arasa technology, managed to hold their ground. In the command center on Earth, Ambassador Tay and General Marcus Steele monitored the battle closely. Every move, every decision was critical. The Tessie's strategy was clear. They aimed to overwhelm the humans with sheer force. But the humans had something the Tessie lacked: ingenuity and the will to fight for their home. Project Phoenix, still in its experimental phase, was deployed as a last resort. A specialized team, led by Dr. Aisha Khan, activated the new weapon. It was a gamble, but one they had to take. The weapon, designed to disrupt the Tessie's advanced shielding and communication systems, was humanity's trump card. As the battle raged, Captain Rodriguez's ship engaged a Tessie battleship. The fight was intense, with both sides exchanging heavy fire. The Arasa technology proved its worth, giving the humans a much-needed edge. Rodriguez, showcasing her tactical brilliance, outmaneuvered the Tessie ship, delivering a crippling blow. Meanwhile, Project Phoenix was activated. The weapon sent out a massive energy pulse, targeting the Tessie fleet. The results were immediate and devastating. The Tessie ship's shields flickered and failed, their communication systems went haywire, and confusion spread among their ranks. The humans seized the opportunity, launching a coordinated counterattack. The tide of the battle began to turn. The Tessie, caught off guard and disoriented, struggled to regroup. The human fleet pressed their advantage, taking down several Tessie ships. Captain Rodriguez's ship continued to lead the charge, inspiring the rest of the fleet with their relentless assault. On the ground, human soldiers fortified their positions, ready to repel any Tessie landing attempts. The battle was not just in space, it was everywhere. The humans knew they had to defend their home at all costs. They fought with a ferocity and determination that stunned the Tessie invaders. The first day of the battle ended with significant losses on both sides, but the humans had achieved a crucial victory. They had held the line and delivered a powerful message. Humanity would not go down without a fight. The Tessie, though still formidable, had been dealt a severe blow. As the dust settled, the humans regrouped, repaired their ships, and prepared for the next phase of the battle. The Tessie would undoubtedly come back with even greater force, but humanity was ready. The fight for the Sol system was far from over, but the first strike had given humanity hope and a fighting chance. Unlikely alliances. The victory in the first battle had a ripple effect across the galaxy. Races that had previously remained neutral or indifferent began to take notice of humanity's resilience and determination. The humans, once seen as newcomers, were now viewed with a newfound respect. This shift in perception opened the door to new alliances. Ambassador Tay received a message from the Virians, a race known for their advanced medical technology and pacifist nature. They offered to provide medical assistance and supplies, recognizing the humans' need for support. Tay, understanding the value of such an alliance, welcomed the Virians' offer with gratitude. The Yalaran continued to provide crucial intelligence, their espionage network uncovering more details about the Tesi's plans. They warned of a massive Tesi reinforcement fleet en route to the Sol system. This information allowed the humans to prepare for the impending assault, fortifying their defenses and strategizing their next moves. On Mars, Dr. Khan and her team worked tirelessly to refine Project Phoenix. The initial success had proven its potential, but there were still many challenges to overcome. The scientists pushed the limits of their knowledge and creativity, knowing that the fate of humanity depended on their success. In a surprising turn of events, the Cordarians, a race known for their formidable warriors and strict code of honor, offered to send a contingent of their best soldiers to aid the humans. The Cordarian leader, General Thrak, admired the humans' tenacity and saw the potential for a strong alliance. The humans, though wary at first, accepted the Cordarians' help, recognizing the value of their combat prowess. As the Tesi reinforcement fleet approached, the human and allied forces braced for another massive confrontation. The Tesi, determined to crush the humans once and for all, launched a full-scale assault. The battle that ensued was even more intense than the first, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. Captain Rodriguez, now a seasoned veteran, led her crew with unwavering resolve. Her ship, once again at the forefront of the battle, played a crucial role in repelling the Tesi attackers. The Cordarian soldiers, fighting alongside the human troops, proved to be invaluable allies, their combat skills and discipline making a significant impact on the battlefield. Project Phoenix, now fully operational, was deployed once again. This time, the weapon was even more effective, disrupting the Tesi fleet's coordination and weakening their defenses. The human and allied forces capitalized on this advantage, launching a coordinated counteroffensive that pushed the Tesi back. In the command center, Ambassador Tay and General Steele coordinated the efforts, their leadership and strategic acumen proving essential in the heat of battle. The Virians, true to their word, provided critical medical support, saving countless lives and ensuring that the wounded could return to the fight. The Tesi, realizing that they were facing a united and determined enemy, began to falter. Their initial confidence gave way to desperation as the human and allied forces pressed their advantage. The battle raged on, but it was clear that the tide had turned in favor of humanity. As the Tesi fleet began to retreat, the humans and their allies celebrated a hard-fought victory. The cost had been high, but they had once again proven their resilience and strength. The Sol system remained in human hands, and the Tesi were forced to reconsider their strategy. The humans, now bolstered by new alliances and a series of victories, prepared for the next phase of the war. The fight was far from over, but they had shown the galaxy that humanity was a force to be reckoned with. The battle for survival, freedom, and honor continued, with humanity standing strong at the forefront. The turning point. With the Tesi forced into retreat, humanity seized the moment to regroup and strategize. The recent victories had bolstered their confidence, but the threat was far from over. The Tesi would return, and they would be more determined than ever. The humans knew they had to stay one step ahead. Ambassador Tay called for a summit with the allied races. The meeting, held on a secure space station orbiting Jupiter, brought together leaders from the Arasa, Yalaran, Virians, and Cordarians. The atmosphere was one of cooperation and mutual respect, a stark contrast to the usual tensions that characterize such gatherings. During the summit, the allies discussed their next moves. The Yalaran presented new intelligence, revealing that the Tesi were amassing a colossal fleet in a distant system, preparing for an all-out assault on the Sol system. The Allies knew that a preemptive strike was their best chance to disrupt the Tesi's plans and gain the upper hand. General Steele proposed a bold plan, a coordinated attack on the Tesi's staging grounds. The plan was risky, but the Allies agreed that it was their best shot at turning the tide of the war. The humans and their allies began preparing for the mission, gathering their forces, and fine-tuning their strategies. Captain Rodriguez and her crew, now veterans of several battles, were assigned a critical role in the upcoming assault. Their mission was to lead a strike force into the heart of the Tessie fleet, targeting their command ships and key installations. The stakes were high, but Rodriguez and her crew were ready. As the Allied fleet assembled, a sense of camaraderie and shared purpose permeated the ranks. Soldiers, pilots, and officers from different races worked together seamlessly, united by a common goal. The humans, once seen as newcomers, were now at the forefront of a powerful coalition. The Allied fleet launched its assault with precision and determination. The Tessie, caught off guard by the sudden attack, scrambled to defend their staging grounds. The battle was fierce, with explosions and laser fire lighting up the void of space. Captain Rodriguez led her strike force with tactical brilliance, navigating through the chaos and delivering devastating blows to the Tessie fleet. On the ground, Cordarian warriors and human soldiers fought side by side, their combined strength proving to be a formidable force. The Varians provided medical support, tending to the wounded and ensuring that the fighters could continue their mission. The Arasa's advanced technology gave the Allies a crucial edge, allowing them to outmaneuver and outgun the Tessie defenders. In the command center, Ambassador Tay and General Steele monitored the battle, coordinating the efforts of the Allied forces. Their leadership and strategic acumen were instrumental in the success of the mission. The Yalaran's intelligence proved to be accurate and invaluable, giving the Allies a clear advantage. The battle raged on, but the Allied forces gradually gained the upper hand. The Tessie, realizing that their staging grounds were compromised, began to retreat. The Allied fleet pressed their advantage, pursuing the Tessie and inflicting heavy losses. The victory was decisive, and the Tessie's plans for an all-out assault were thwarted. As the dust settled, the Allies celebrated their hard-fought victory. The cost had been high, but they had achieved a crucial turning point in the war. The Tessie, though still a formidable enemy, were no longer invincible. The Allied forces had shown that they could stand up to the Tessie and emerge victorious. The humans and their allies returned to the Sol system, their spirits lifted by the recent triumph. They knew that the war was far from over, but they were more determined than ever to defend their home and their freedom. The fight for survival, freedom, and honor continued, with humanity and their allies standing strong at the forefront. The final gambit. The Tessie, reeling from their recent defeat, regrouped and devised a new strategy. They knew that another direct assault would be futile, so they turned to more insidious tactics. The Tessie began spreading misinformation and attempting to sow discord among the Allied races, hoping to weaken the coalition from within. Ambassador Tay and the Allied leaders were aware of the Tessie's attempts to undermine their unity. They took proactive measures, fostering open communication and reinforcing the bonds of trust between their races. The Allies knew that their strength lay in their unity, and they were determined not to let the Tessie succeed in their efforts to divide them. As the Tessie's propaganda campaign faltered, they resorted to a desperate gambit. They targeted Earth's moon, planning to use it as a staging ground for a surprise attack on Earth. The Tessie believed that a successful assault on the moon would cripple humanity's defenses and demoralize the Allied forces. The humans, thanks to the Yalaran's intelligence network, discovered the Tessie's plan. General Steele and the Allied commanders devised a counter-strategy to turn the Tessie's gambit against them. They prepared to lay a trap, using the moon as bait to lure the Tessie into a decisive battle. Captain Rodriguez and her crew were once again at the forefront of the mission. Their task was to lead a fleet to intercept the Tessie forces and prevent them from establishing a foothold on the moon. The battle that ensued was intense, with both sides fighting fiercely for control of the strategic location. The Tessie, realizing that they had walked into a trap, launched a ferocious counterattack. The Allied forces, however, were well prepared. Captain Rodriguez, showcasing her tactical brilliance, led her fleet with precision and determination. The humans and their allies fought valiantly, holding the line and preventing the Tessie from gaining any ground. On the moon's surface, Cordarian warriors and human soldiers engaged in brutal close-quarters combat with Tessie troops. The fighting was fierce, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. The Virians provided critical medical support, tending to the wounded and ensuring that the fighters could continue their mission. Dr. Khan and her team, working from a hidden base on the moon, activated a new phase of Project Phoenix. The weapon, now fully refined, unleashed a powerful energy pulse that disrupted the Tessie's technology and communications. The Tessie forces, already struggling, were thrown into disarray. The Allied forces seized the opportunity, launching a coordinated counteroffensive that pushed the Tessie back. The battle raged on, but it was clear that the Allies had gained the upper hand. The Tessie, realizing that their gambit had failed, began to retreat. As the Tessie forces withdrew, the Allies celebrated another hard-fought victory. The humans and their allies had successfully defended the moon and thwarted the Tessie's desperate gambit. The battle had been costly, but it had once again demonstrated the strength and resilience of the Allied forces. The humans, now more confident than ever, prepared for the final phase of the war. They knew that the Tessie would not give up easily, but they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The fight for survival, freedom, and honor continued, with humanity and their allies standing strong at the forefront. The last stand. The Tessie, now cornered and desperate, gathered their remaining forces for one final assault. They knew that this was their last chance to defeat the humans and their allies. The Tessie fleet, massive and intimidating, moved towards the Sol system, determined to end the war once and for all. The Allied forces, aware of the impending attack, prepared for the final confrontation. Ambassador Tay, General Steele, and the Allied leaders coordinated their efforts, knowing that the outcome of this battle would determine the fate of the war. The atmosphere was tense, but there was also a sense of resolve and determination. Captain Rodriguez and her crew, now veterans of numerous battles, were ready for the final showdown. Their ship, once again at the forefront of the fleet, symbolized humanity's resilience and fighting spirit. The Allied fleet, composed of ships from different races, stood ready to face the Tessie onslaught. The battle began with a ferocity that surpassed all previous engagements. The void of space was filled with the flashes of laser fire and the explosions of ships being destroyed. The Tessie, fighting with the desperation of a cornered animal, launched wave after wave of attacks. The Allied forces, however, were prepared. Captain Rodriguez led her fleet with tactical brilliance, outmaneuvering the Tessie and delivering devastating blows to their forces. The Cordarian warriors, fighting with unmatched ferocity, played a crucial role in the battle, their combat prowess and discipline making a significant impact. The Virians provided critical medical support, ensuring that the wounded could return to the fight. Dr. Khan and her team, working tirelessly, activated the final phase of Project Phoenix. The weapon unleashed a powerful energy pulse that disrupted the Tessie fleet's coordination and weakened their defenses. The Allied forces capitalized on this advantage, launching a coordinated counteroffensive that pushed the Tessie back. On the ground, Cordarian warriors and human soldiers fought side by side, their combined strength proving to be a formidable force. The Arasa's advanced technology gave the Allies a crucial edge, allowing them to outmaneuver and outgun the Tessie defenders. The Yalaran's intelligence network provided critical information, ensuring that the Allies could anticipate and counter the Tessie's moves. As the battle raged on, it became clear that the Tessie were losing. Their initial confidence gave way to desperation as the Allied forces pressed their advantage. The Tessie fleet, once seen as invincible, was being systematically dismantled by the combined might of the Allied forces. In the command center, Ambassador Tay and General Steele monitored the battle, coordinating the efforts of the Allied forces. Their leadership and strategic acumen were instrumental in the success of the mission. The Allied leaders knew that this was their moment of triumph, and they were determined to see it through. As the Tessie fleet began to crumble, the humans and their allies pressed their advantage, launching a final assault that broke the Tessie's will to fight. The Tessie, realizing that they were defeated, began to retreat. The Allied forces pursued them, ensuring that the Tessie could not regroup and launch another attack. The battle ended with a decisive victory for the humans and their allies. The Tessie, once a formidable enemy, were now a shattered force. Their plans for conquest thwarted. The Allied forces celebrated their hard-fought victory, knowing that they had secured their future. The humans, now seen as a major power in the galaxy, had proven their strength and resilience. They had faced overwhelming odds and emerged victorious, showing the galaxy that humanity was a force to be reckoned with. The fight for survival, freedom, and honor had been won, and the future looked brighter than ever. As the Allied forces returned to their home systems, there was a sense of hope and optimism. The war had brought them together, forging bonds of friendship and cooperation that would last for generations. The humans, once newcomers to the galactic stage, had earned their place among the stars. As the Allied forces returned to their home systems, there was a sense of hope and optimism. The war had brought them together, forging bonds of friendship and cooperation that would last for generations. The humans, once newcomers to the galactic stage, had earned their place among the stars. Epilogue. A new dawn. With the Tessie threat neutralized, the galaxy entered a period of rebuilding and renewal. The alliances formed during the war continued to thrive, fostering a new era of cooperation and mutual respect. Trade and cultural exchanges flourished, bringing the races closer together than ever before. On Earth, the scars of the war were evident, but so was the spirit of resilience and determination. Cities were rebuilt, and new technologies developed during the conflict were repurposed for peaceful use. Humanity, having proven its strength, now focused on exploring the stars and contributing to the galactic community. Captain Rodriguez, celebrated as a hero, was promoted to admiral and took on a new role as a leader in the United Earth Fleet. She continued to work closely with her former allies, ensuring that the bonds forged in battle remained strong in peacetime. Her crew, now veterans, embarked on new missions of exploration and diplomacy, eager to discover what lay beyond the known galaxy. Ambassador Tay, having played a pivotal role in uniting the Allied races, became a key figure in the newly formed Galactic Council. This body, comprising representatives from all the major races, was established to maintain peace and address common challenges. Tay's diplomatic skills and unwavering commitment to unity helped guide the Council through its formative years. General Steele, having led the Allied forces to victory, retired from active duty but remained an influential advisor. His strategic insights and leadership continued to shape the defense policies of the Allied races. Steele's legacy was one of strength and unity, a testament to what could be achieved when diverse races stood together. Dr. Khan, whose work on Project Phoenix had been crucial to the war effort, returned to her research with renewed vigor. She and her team focused on developing new technologies that could benefit all races, from advanced medical treatments to sustainable energy solutions. Khan's contributions helped ensure that the lessons learned during the war were used for the betterment of all. The Cordarians, Yalaran, Virians, and Arasa, having fought alongside humanity, continued to strengthen their bonds with their former allies. Joint scientific endeavors, cultural exchanges, and cooperative defense initiatives became the norm, solidifying the unity that had been forged in the fires of war. The Tessie, now a diminished force, retreated to their home systems to rebuild and reflect on their defeat. The Allied races, while remaining vigilant, extended offers of peace and cooperation to the Tessie, hoping to integrate them into the new galactic order. The Tessie, humbled by their experience, began to reassess their place in the galaxy and the value of coexistence. As the years passed, the galaxy witnessed an unprecedented era of peace and prosperity. The war, while devastating, had ultimately led to a stronger, more united galactic community. The shared experiences and sacrifices of the Allied races had created a foundation for lasting peace. Humanity, having faced its greatest challenge and emerged victorious, now looked to the future with hope and determination. The stars beckoned, and the humans, along with their allies, were ready to answer the call. The story of humanity was far from over. It was just beginning. And so, under the light of countless stars, the humans and their allies embarked on a new journey, guided by the principles of unity, resilience, and the indomitable spirit that had carried them through the darkest of times. The galaxy, once divided by conflict, now stood united in a new dawn of exploration, discovery, and endless possibilities. The new frontier. As the galaxy entered an era of peace and cooperation, the focus shifted from conflict to exploration. The Galactic Council, with Ambassador Tay at the helm, initiated a series of joint expeditions into uncharted territories. These missions were designed to discover new worlds, establish diplomatic relations with previously unknown civilizations, and expand the collective knowledge of the galactic community. Admiral Rodriguez was chosen to lead the first of these ambitious expeditions. Her ship, the GCS Unity, was equipped with the latest technologies from all allied races. The crew was a diverse mix of humans, Cordarians, Yalaran, Virians, and Arasa, each bringing their unique skills and perspectives to the mission. The Unity's mission was to explore a distant star system that had shown signs of advanced technology. The journey to the new frontier was filled with excitement and anticipation. The crew trained rigorously, preparing for the challenges and opportunities that awaited them. Admiral Rodriguez's leadership and experience were crucial in fostering a sense of unity and purpose among the diverse crew members. Upon arriving in the uncharted system, the Unity discovered a series of planets teeming with life and rich in resources. One planet, in particular, stood out, a lush world with vast forests, sprawling oceans, and a thriving ecosystem. Initial scans revealed the presence of ancient ruins, suggesting that a highly advanced civilization had once called this planet home. As the crew began their exploration, they uncovered incredible technological artifacts and remnants of a civilization that had achieved remarkable feats in science and engineering. Dr. Khan, now serving as the chief scientist on the mission, was instrumental in deciphering the alien technology. Her expertise and curiosity drove the team to unlock the secrets of the ancient civilization. The discovery of an ancient library, filled with records and knowledge from the long-lost civilization, was a monumental breakthrough. The texts revealed that the civilization had reached an extraordinary level of technological and cultural development before mysteriously vanishing. The library's records offered insights into advanced energy sources, medical breakthroughs, and sophisticated transportation methods. As the crew of the Unity delved deeper into the ruins, they began to piece together the story of the ancient civilization. They learned that the civilization had been a peaceful and prosperous society, focused on exploration and knowledge. However, they had encountered a catastrophic event that led to their downfall. The specifics of the event were unclear, but it appeared to involve a natural disaster of unprecedented magnitude. The crew's discoveries sparked a renewed sense of purpose and excitement. The knowledge and technology they had uncovered had the potential to revolutionize life across the galaxy. Admiral Rodriguez and Dr. Khan worked tirelessly to ensure that the discoveries were shared with the Galactic Council and the broader galactic community. Back on Earth, the revelations from the Unity's mission were met with awe and enthusiasm. The potential for scientific advancement and interstellar cooperation was boundless. Humanity, once again, stood at the forefront of a new era, ready to lead the way into a future of exploration and discovery. The Galactic Council, inspired by the Unity's success, launched additional expeditions to other uncharted regions of the galaxy. These missions continued to uncover new worlds, technologies, and civilizations, each contributing to the growing tapestry of knowledge and cooperation. The bonds forged during the war remained strong, and the allied races continued to work together in pursuit of common goals. Joint research initiatives, cultural exchanges, and collaborative projects flourished, further strengthening the unity that had been established. As the years passed, the galaxy transformed into a vibrant and interconnected community. The lessons learned from the ancient civilization guided the allied races in their pursuit of peace and progress. The spirit of exploration, curiosity, and resilience that had defined humanity now resonated throughout the galaxy. The story of humanity and its allies was one of triumph over adversity, of unity in the face of division, and of endless possibilities. Under the light of countless stars, they continued their journey, exploring the vast expanse of the universe and building a future defined by hope, cooperation, and boundless potential. A legacy of unity. Decades after the Tessie War, the Galactic Council had become a beacon of stability and progress. Ambassador Tay's tireless efforts had helped shape a galactic community where differences were celebrated and cooperation was the norm. The shared experiences of war and exploration had woven a fabric of unity that no force could tear apart. Admiral Rodriguez, now a revered figure in galactic history, had retired from active duty but remained a key advisor to the Galactic Council. Her insights and wisdom were invaluable as the Council navigated the complexities of a growing and diverse galaxy. Rodriguez's legacy was one of bravery, leadership, and an unwavering commitment to unity. Dr. Khan's groundbreaking work continued to drive scientific advancements. Her team had successfully adapted the ancient technologies discovered on the Unity's mission, leading to innovations that improved the quality of life across the galaxy. Khan's contributions to medicine, energy, and transportation were celebrated, and she was regarded as one of the greatest minds of her time. General Steele, having passed the torch to a new generation of leaders, enjoyed a peaceful retirement on Earth. He remained a beloved figure, his stories of courage and resilience inspiring countless individuals. Steele's legacy lived on through the principles he had championed: strength through unity, and the importance of standing together against any threat. The Cordarians, Yalaran, Virians, and Arasa, who had fought alongside humanity, had become integral members of the Galactic Council. Their cultures and traditions enriched the galactic community, and their contributions to science, art, and diplomacy were invaluable. The bonds formed during the war had deepened into lasting friendships, creating a tapestry of unity and cooperation. The Tessie, now fully integrated into the galactic community, had undergone a profound transformation. Their defeat had taught them the value of cooperation and the dangers of unchecked aggression. The Tessie people embraced a new path, dedicating themselves to peaceful coexistence and contributing to the shared prosperity of the galaxy. As the Galactic Council looked to the future, they remained committed to the principles that had guided them through their darkest days. They continued to explore the stars, seeking new knowledge and forging new alliances. The spirit of unity, resilience, and curiosity that had defined humanity's journey now illuminated the path for all races. The galaxy thrived, a testament to what could be achieved when diverse beings worked together towards a common goal. The legacy of the Tessie War, the exploration of uncharted worlds, and the bonds of friendship forged in the fires of conflict had created a future filled with hope and endless possibilities. And so, under the light of countless stars, humanity and its allies continued their journey, exploring the vast expanse of the universe, united in their quest for knowledge, peace, and a better tomorrow. The story of humanity was one of triumph and unity, a shining example of what could be achieved when beings from different worlds came together to build a future defined by cooperation, understanding, and boundless potential.